Hello, and welcome back to the Childcare Chatter podcast, the show that educates on all things childcare, brought to you by Childcare Resource and Referral of Southeast Iowa. My name is Audrie Aden, and I am the Scott County and Muscatine County consultant.
And I'm Emmeka Hawkins. I cover counties Johnson and Washington. Today, we're talking about one of the most exciting parts of childcare programs, field trips.
Field trips are magical, and for young children, even a trip to the grocery store can feel like an epic adventure.
Absolutely, but behind every magical moment is a lot of planning, preparation, and patience. So today we're diving into why field trips are important in early childhood education and sharing some super helpful tips to make them successful.
First, let's start with the why. Why are field trips so valuable for young children?
Hands-on learning. Young children learn the best through experiences. When they can see, touch, hear, and explore, it makes them meaningful.
Exactly. A lesson about animals becomes real when they visit a farm. A unit on community helpers also comes alive when they tour a fire station, police station, or even a post office.
And then let's not forget social emotional growth. Field trips help children practice their listening skills, helps them learn how to follow directions, gives them practice with staying with the group, and it allows them to try new things.
Plus, they build confidence. There's something powerful about a child saying, "I went there."
Okay, so let's talk about planning ahead. Let's get into the practical side. Tip number 1, plan early.
Yes, start with clear goals. Ask yourself this: what is the purpose of this trip? What do we want the children to learn or experience?
Then consider logistics, transportation, permission slips, or checking if the parent signed a consent release form, emergency contacts, allergy information, and restroom access.
And always do a site visit ahead of time if possible. Walk through the space and identify potential safety concerns. Figure out where the kids can eat lunch or take breaks. Next one, we will talk about preparing the children. One of my favorite tips is prepare the children before the trip.
Yes. So talk about where you're going. Expectations, show pictures, read books about the place, and role play expected behaviors.
And practice, practice, practice. Practice walking in a line, practice using inside voices, and practice what to do if they feel lost.
You can even create a visual schedule for the day so that they can know exactly what to expect. Now let's talk about safety.
Ratio, ratio, ratio. Make sure you have enough adults. Some programs assign small groups to specific teachers so every adult knows exactly which children they're responsible for.
Something I found helpful are name tags, but avoid putting their full names where strangers can see them, first names only.
And do head counts or name to face constantly. Before leaving, after arriving, before leaving again, on the bus, off the bus. You can never count too many times.
Some programs even use matching t-shirts or bright vests so that the children's are easy to spot in the crowd. So let's talk about during the trip. While you're there, keep expectations realistic.
Yeah, and young children have limited attention spans. Plan for short activities and movement breaks.
Bring snacks, water, wipes, and a small first aid kit. Children tend to be more hungry, so take note to consider bringing those items when going on field trips.
And build in time for bathroom breaks. Even if no one says they have to go, let's be honest, someone will 5 minutes later.
Yeah, so let's talk about after the trip.
So when the field trip is done, the learning doesn't stop when you get back.
Exactly. Have a debrief with the children. Ask open-ended questions like, what was your favorite part? Or what did you see at the trip?
Have them draw pictures or dictate stories about the trip. That really does help reinforce learning and builds language skills.
And you can even create a class book with photos from the day.
So overall, field trips can feel overwhelming, but they are absolutely worth it.
With thoughtful planning, clear communication, and flexibility, they can become some of the most meaningful learning experiences in early childhood.
And honestly, the joy on their faces make every checklist worth it.
So if you've been hesitant about planning a field trip, consider this is your sign. Start small, stay organized, and embrace the adventure.
Thanks for joining us this episode of Childcare Chatter. For more resources, visit iowaccrr.org and follow us on social media. Join us next month for another episode brought to you by your friends at Childcare Resource and Referral of Southeast Iowa.